those things at first.
1-1 here to Langford. You injured your oblique playing baseball the first time, but it was
Hey.
Well,
okay, go on.
There is a story.
Go on. Go on.
To the re-injury, the 1-1, and that's lined into left field. Langford put some pretty good wood on that one, and he's going to dig for two. Here's that base running we were talking about. Langford with his second double of the game.
Yep, he's been putting on a show all spring, and he is primed and ready for opening day. That's exactly what you're supposed to do to a hanging breaking ball. Turns on it right down that left field line. Actually a good play over there and left, but just too speedy.
When you talk to him, he'll occasionally show a little emotion when he talks about it. And San Francisco, that world title in 2010 was the first since the Giants had moved from New York. Hard bouncer right to Seager. 2 up, 2 down here for Jesus Tinoco. In fact, Tinoco's come in and retired the first 4 batters he's faced. Once again from Weissert, and this one pulled foul.
Yeah, you see a guy like this, he just got to the big leagues in 2022 at the age of 27, so more of a late arrival and only 31 1/3 innings total, but had a great spring. ERA was at 108 in just 8 1/3 innings.
Oh, that ball pretty well clubbed out to left center. Gets down for a hit for Semien. He'll pedal for 2, and he's in there with a 2-out double. And his second hit of the game.
It's a great job of finding a mistake. You see those shadows starting to set in a little bit. And even though you hide the ball at 94 miles an hour, if you make a mistake in the middle of the plate, a hitter as good as Marcus Semien is going to barrel one up.
To a pinch runner. And he stays in there. Here's Seager. And he'll take a pretty good pass at this one, but a pop up into left. Contreras just out there defensively, and he makes the play. The inning is done. You know that in case he had alternate plans. But he's one of those guys again. They hope will stay with the ball club and just stay ready. Let's say at AAA, winning if needed. Yoshida and the Red Sox.
Yeah, looks like. That's kind of the ideal spot to get hit. Got him for a second. Either that's kind of like a high tricep or low shoulder. There's some meat there. Looks like it got him a little bit. Not too comfortable, but usually not a place where you're going to risk too much injury. Just might be a little bit bruised on opening day.
Well, ground ball. This might turn into 2 outs. Throw to first, not going to get there in time. Foscue really hustling to get to second base, and that momentum took him away from making a good throw. So Abreu beats it out and keeps the inning alive for Boston.
Abreu can get down the line a little bit. Obviously left-handed batter. Go get it a little bit. That was a pretty good turn.
Yeah. This one lined sharply towards center, and a diving catch made in center field. And that is why they are really excited about Rafaela. He is a tremendous athlete, and you saw a little glimpse of it right there.
That's a great swing by Carter. Obviously a really nice play. And I haven't seen a ton of Rafaela, but I've seen Duran run. And if he's not playing center, if that guy's out there in center with the way that Duran
of plays just like that in center field, he makes a number of those. There's a big cut and a miss by Garcia. So they'll have some guys who can patrol that outfield, that's for sure. As Garcia takes his time out. Albombi DHing today. He is grounded out and struck out. Mikowski's 2-2, and that's down to third base. Nice backhand pick and a good throw to get Garcia 2-1.
Body had enough, and he knew it was time to go home.
Downstairs 1-2. No, I well remember that year because he had announced early on that that was going to be his last year playing. And then the numbers he put up, everybody in baseball was wondering why. You might be the best hitter in the game right now.
Made it look easy.
This one flared out into right field. It drops in for Young. Likely his last at bat before the regular season. And so, hopefully just a good little vibe for him.
It's kind of one of those, might call it a path hit. You're a little bit late, but you have the right path. You get jammed a little bit, catch it deep. Nice little bloop to right field.
Well, that's going to do it for Winkowski. 6th inning. Rangers have the tying runs on base. New pitcher coming in.
It's a good sign. What might be his final at bat of the spring. He gets what looks like a cutter. Starts off the plate, ends up on the outside corner. Doesn't try to do too much with it, just goes with it. Nice little RBI single.
It's been a really good spring for Walsh. Great to see. He's just happy to be healthy and feel normal again after some of the medical scares he's had in the last 2 years. Kinzer takes inside, ball 1. A run across. And the tying run in Wyatt Langford just 90 feet away.
Good aggressive base running by Langford, by the way, to get to third right there. Didn't have to with 2 outs.
Pop up out in front of the plate. It will be Casas coming down from first, who makes the play. And the inning is done, but the Rangers are at long last on the board. It's a 2-1 game to the 7th.
Kind of place to live, figured out for your family. That's a lot to do in a short period of time.
Well, how about the Blake Snell signing the other day, right? Or was it Snell? Was it who had signed?
Oh, no, it was the Dylan Cease trade.
The Dylan Cease, the trade. That's right. And he's acquired by the Padres, and they go to Korea, and he just missed catching up to them to get on the charter. There's a base hit by Contreras, so he went all the way out to California hoping to catch him in time. The backdrop out there in center field, it's still kind of a challenge.
Yeah, nothing's really going to be back to normal until those shadows. Yeah, until the shadows basically get across the 407. I mean, you can see the ball coming out of the hand, but it just looks like a white light bulb without seams. Like, you can't see the seams. So in a split second, you might, when you're used to seeing a breaking ball, maybe sometimes you can see that hand on the side of the baseball, or you can see a fat wrist versus a thin wrist. Obviously, the fat wrist being the fastball, the thin wrist being a breaking ball. But I mean, I had a hard enough time picking up a changeup as it was when the lighting was perfect and conditions were perfect. I was going to have a